Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Call hello, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors once again go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who continue to preach His truth with all honesty and sincerity, as are the fellow Akim out there on the highways and byways across the four corners. All right, salutations to them. This is Naman with the DC camp. I want to focus today. Not going to take long. Just, oh man, this gas. This is all you hear. Gas, gas, gas. All right. Diesel in particular, because that's what's going to end up breaking the back of this supply chain. You know, you realize how, hey, you got to also consider the rail, you know, with diesel. All right. It's not all. All right. Massachusetts gas station owner stopped selling gas in protest over record prices of almost $5 a gallon. In some places, it's more. Of course, in situations like this, you can't forget about the people that are going to take advantage of the situation. And then you're going to have all kinds of price gouging, things of that nature. All right. It says record prices prompt gas station owner in Massachusetts stop selling fuel. He just said, fuck it. All right, ExxonMobil raised gas prices by 40 cents in 24 hours. He stuck out of gas posters on the pumps, but will continue to service cars, the report says. Now listen to this. He says the owner of a gas station in Massachusetts has put the brakes on gas sales in protest over record prices. Russia's invasion, and of course they've been made to be the boogeyman in all this. He says Russia's invasion of Ukraine, because people don't understand the situation that went on with that. Per what? The propaganda from that bullshit news that you're listening to. It says Russia's invasion of Ukraine and broader supply chain issues drove gas prices up to an average of $4.98 a gallon on Friday. According to the AAA, gasoline prices are now 62% higher than this time last year. Damn. Renal Gladu, I guess is his name, owner of Ren's Mobile in Amherst, has decided to stop selling fuel from the station, which has operated for about half a century. Damn. Like, damn. He goes on to say, now I'm skipping down. He says there's no justification. It's the same gas that was in the ground that they're just making extra money on. Exactly. He's on to something, whether he realizes it or not. What is it called? Another transference of wealth. You have this whole place, I hope he realizes, is being liquidated. You have the elites, they're sucking the place dry. All right. And this is really worldwide, but particular attention now is on America, because this was their, what's the word? This is their cash cow, so to speak, this enterprise here. America. All right. Anyway, it says ExxonMobil should stop robbing the public, he told the broadcaster. Although he will no longer sell gas, he plans to continue servicing vehicles. And I think what he's going to find out, well, there's no gas here, so why should we frequent your establishment? These devils knew what they were doing. All right. Let's try another one real quick. Let's see. Ice cream trucks. What the fuck? Soaring gas prices trigger meltdown for ice cream van operators. All right. Maurice Murray, that's his name, says ice cream vans used to visit streets 3 times a day, but have cut that back to 1 or none at all. Ice cream, all right. Van owners warn of bleak future amid soaring fuel prices that may force them to close. But see, the thing is, nobody's asking the real question. Why are these things happening? There's more going on here. Why? They're looking at it from a carnal aspect. All right? And they fail to see the spiritual implications, the results of that. All right, so let's get a couple of scriptures real quick. And we are going to go with Isaiah 29:6, thou shalt be visited. And this is a visitation because what? What else in all of this? In the midst of all this, you've got all these freaky weather events that are going on. Yellowstone, my goodness, I was there 40 years ago, this year, this month. All right. And it's like, holy shit, the place is falling apart. But this is prophecy. All right. Thou shalt be visited of the Most High Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, with thunder. Chicago got tore up. Was it yesterday? One of those storm cells passed through. All right, all those high winds. I think they said up to like 90 miles an hour or something like that. And then today it was with the heat index. You know, you got that, what they call that heat island effect in the cities because of all that concrete and shit. Seemed like it was 107. It says, and with earthquake, great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. All right. And this is what he's doing to these devils. They know that they see these sights in the heavens. All right. Celestial events along with the chariots. That's Zechariah 5th chapter. That's a curse. I'll get that right after this. It says 1 Samuel 2:10, the adversaries of the Most High, and this place is full of them, shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. The Most High Yahweh shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king, and exalt the horn of his anointed. All right, which are not these people. Now let's go. I mentioned in passing. Let's get that real quick. This is going to be Zechariah 5th chapter. All these so-called UFOs, all these sightings, they forced this devil to finally say, fuck it, we can't hide it anymore. We got to come out with, you know, because all those people that thought that people such as ours, you know, Great Millstone and others, always talking about the chariots, you know, no, we, you know, it fitted us for a tinfoil hat, you know, but, oh, wait a minute. Now your government has come out and said, yep, they exist. So you're going to find out a lot more of what from the apostles on down and what opened people's eyes as to what actually the scriptures are talking about. Not this bullshit that's been forced down your throat for however long. Zechariah 5:1 says, then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Now, a simp might think this is talking about some bread or something like that. No, it's not talking about that. You understand, when you read the scriptures, try to think of it. First of all, try to put yourself there. Now, as such, the lingo is going to be far different. All right, you're got to accept the fact that the wording, the times are so much different. All right, so somebody that far in the past is not going to know what we call things today. That's just should be common sense. All right, as a lot of the prophets, what they wrote here, they couldn't perceive, you know, that, you know, because what they have written, we're living now. All right, we're seeing these things now. All right, so that's what you got to take into consideration. All right. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe, the length thereof was 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then he said unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Now, what is the big thing that this devil stole? Let's go to Exodus 21:16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, see where I'm going with this? Or if he be found in his hand, are we not still here? Are we not? He shall surely be put to death. There you go. I will bring it forth, saith the Most High Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. John 10:10. And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. Who are we talking about here? Didn't I just say earlier? Well, I'm going to say it again. This devil, what did he do since the days of Columbus? Since the days of the Renaissance? He took all the images that were of our people and replaced them with images of himself. Went around the world saying if there is a Most High, his Son, and the heavenly hosts, they look like me and my people. That's another way of thievery. The biggest case of identity theft the world has ever known. All right. Talking about some LifeLock. Yeah, whatever. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. These motherfuckers are nervous. They're scared. Now, they might put on this front like, nah, no, trust me, they're shaking in their boots, as the saying goes. Because they know, hey, Revelation 12th chapter. The woman is us, the nation of Israel. The devil is them. Verse 12 of that, it tells you he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So what do you think he's doing? Jumping through his own asshole, trying to get this New World Order set up. 2 Thessalonians, here's another chapter I encourage you to read. This is talking about this devil too. This is because he thinks he's got a God complex. He thinks he's, Isaiah 14th chapter, Ezekiel 28th chapter. This is who we're talking about, verse 4, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Isaiah 14, just read it. All right. This verse 4 here in 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter, from 12 on down, I call the five eyes. Let's see. Let's go back to the articles. Yeah, the ice cream. So no more jingles. We got those kids running up and down the street. Says the jingles have triggered squeals of delight from children for generations, but soaring gas prices are making the ice cream van an endangered species. Oh, that's so sad. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Americans consider if businesses should allow employees to work virtually to save money. They did it with that fake-ass pandemic. Something to think about. But some people, they don't have jobs that allow them to do that. All right. As this guy here says. All right. I'm just skipping through. It's crazy that taking a cab might be cheaper than actually having your own car. Vincent, a butcher in New Jersey, said. One driver said Americans need to be in person after extended isolation during the whatever. People don't need to stay home, the New York taxi driver said. We stay home for a long time. Let's see. Look at this senator. What does he say? Wow. U.S. Senator says gas prices so high it will be cheaper to buy cocaine and run everywhere. The fuck? A U.S. Senator says gas prices have come so high that it would be cheaper to buy cocaine and run everywhere instead of Americans using their cars. Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana made the wisecrack as he discussed the historic high prices at the pump across the country, where a gallon of gas has now crossed the $5 per gallon threshold in 17 states. Yeah, and like, hey, the fix is in, folks, if you don't know. This is all bullshit. They're trying to, at the end of the day, break the backs of the people in order for them to eventually end up taking this, inserting a certain device inside of you. Truckers warn skyrocketing diesel prices are making U.S. supply chain and trucking industry unsustainable. A lot of you that never gave it much thought are going to realize real quick the importance of these truckers. And hey, the trains too, because they run off of diesel. All right. Truckers are sounding the alarm on skyrocketing diesel prices. A trucking company owner went viral after warning prices could cause major supply chain issues. All right. Truckers told Insider they've had to take loads at a loss and are considering leaving the industry, which a whole lot have done. It says Austin Smith, owner of Iron River Express, said it has cost him over $20,000 a week to keep his three trucks running. $20,000 a week. If something drastic doesn't change in the next few weeks / months, I promise you'll see empty shelves everywhere you look. You'll see chaos as people fight for the basic necessities of everyday life. Hadn't we been saying this? All right. Order app chaos. Order app chaos. Order out of chaos. Hegelian dialectic problem, which they created, which elicits a reaction from the public, which is you and me, and they come in on their white horse and say, I got the solution. And you, never the wiser, like you've done in the past, never even considered. Goes on to say Smith did not respond to a request for comment from Insider in time for publication. Insider spoke with 5 truckers who warned that the industry could be at a breaking point. The drivers say they've had to get creative in recent months as they work to turn a profit while spending thousands at the pump. Richard Rezick, a trucker based out of ports in New York and New Jersey, told Insider he's turning off his truck and rolling down his window instead of using air conditioning during long summer nights. He also plots out gas stations with the cheapest fuel prices. The next, under the heading here, it says running at a loss. Diesel prices have surged over 76% in the past year. Last month, Insider reported that the diesel market is facing its worst crisis since the 70s. Prices are at a record $5.75, according to data from AAA. For truckers like Rezick, that means they're spending as much as $1,700 refueling their trucks each day. $1,700 a day. Nick, a trucker who owns a small carrier in Maryland, told Insiders he's had to take loads at a loss. I have the option not to run my fleet at all, but I care more about keeping my drivers busy, said Nick, who prefers to go only by his first name due to a pending lawsuit. Drivers are the most important asset, and sometimes that means I have to accept loads that are not in my favor. Nick detailed an instance in April when he woke to find that thieves had siphoned over $1,000 worth of fuel out of his truck. What should that remind you of? Things gonna get so bad out here, wasn't it? Hey, whatever, whether you got a locking gas cap or not, whatever. I mean, like some Mad Max shit, all right? It says the trucking industry offsets diesel prices through a fuel surcharge, which is calculated through a base rate that is usually added to a shipper's freight bill. But, Rasick said, drivers typically never sees a breakdown of the cost from brokers or carriers, meaning there are instances when companies keep the fuel surcharge for themselves. Closing shop. Shantae Robinson, the owner of Mid-Carolina Transportation, told Insider that the elevated fuel prices will likely push new business owners out of the industry after a record number of trucking companies opened in 2021. The industry is overrun with new carriers that don't know how to quote a rate. They're so focused on competing for a load that their quotes are unrealistic. They won't be able to sustain that. Two truckers told Insider they are considering leaving the industry due to fuel prices. We're all just trying to stay afloat, and at times I have to stop and ask myself if it's worth it. It says trucking is not what it used to be, and we seem powerless to do anything about it. You know, and after that quote right there, I have to think about all the times, all the horror stories I've heard from, growing up. I heard from Jake trying to make a living, and these Edomites, these fucking racist ass crackers, but this shit is coming back to bite you in your ass. Now you're crying, and hey, that goes back to what I quoted earlier about why are these things happening, and a lot of them don't get it, that they're just evil pieces of shit, and the Most High is breaking this shit down because it is wicked. All right, but they don't want to hear that. They think They bought into all that propaganda over all the years, talking about this is the city on a hill and blah, blah, blah. And no, you're wicked. And it's coming out what you're really about. All right? People across the world are seeing, damn, all this homo shit, Hollywood, look at this shit that's coming out. I mean, that covering, let's get that. Let's see. This is Isaiah chapter, 25 and 7. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people. All the people were under this. Oh, they were so enamored with this illusion that was America. The streets are paved with gold. It can do no wrong, but now everybody's saying, no. This is some bullshit. So now people are distancing themselves, primarily from what you had so much control or exerted so much control with, and that's your money. That supposedly almighty dollar, American dollar. No. He says, and the veil that is spread over all nations, everybody was under that spell. That was America. Her philosophies, her doctrines, her wine that everybody drunk and therefore got drunk off of. But them days are gone. And ain't no coming back. So now, this devil's running scared. You might not can look at him right now and tell that he's scared. But oh yeah, you can see it in the average Edomite's face. They scared. They scared. Trust you me, they've seen some of the videos that we put up. Somewhere, somehow, you get these funny looks from these motherfuckers out in the street. Yeah, just pay attention. Really pay attention, because times that we're in now, you see all these shootings and shit. Be careful where you go. Hey, so with that, once again, we've been talking about all these issues with the gas. Gas. That's what's on everybody's mind now. Even though they're trying to blame it on Mother Russia. All right. But a lot of people can see through the bullshit. All right. Hey, so with that, might as well say, expect one hell of a fucked up summer and fall and winter. Hey, so with that, hey, shalom.